Okay, Brent, got your work up here. Seamless creation. So, you've heard me, and I'll just end with this because those of you who are going in another direction than personal branding, meaning branding yourself by proper name as a graphic designer, I've been trying to talk you guys out of it, and so here we are, and this will be my my last attempt. And then if you decide to continue with this direction, so be it. I'll just critique based on this. So my idea is this: is that this class is basically set up for you guys to set up your personal branding in order for you to carry it forward to GRA 491, your final portfolio, as well as some of the other classes associated with portfolio preparation and personal branding. In your final portfolio as a student, you will have branded yourself as your personal name, not as some other entity per se. So what does that mean? That means that in your final student portfolio, you will have you'll probably be asked to create a Brent St. Louis logo. That's why we create it here. So you're ready to go into 491 with that information in hand. And when you're ready to start branding yourself immediately, so you can start working on your logo in your final portfolio, as opposed to, work on your portfolio in your final portfolio class, as opposed to working on your logo branding and your portfolio. Hope that makes sense. I'll leave it at that. SC, Seamless Creations. A couple of things going on here, Brent. The first thing is that, now I'll just give you my honest opinion, okay? And that's the only way I can do this. So Seamless Creations, but guess what? There are seams. Here's seams. There's a seam. There's a seam. Here's a seam. Here's a seam. Here's a seam. Get my point? There are seams, so this isn't what it says it is, Seamless Creations. SC is very, very basic in terms, as a matter of fact, there's no information in here other than SC. If I look at this logo, what is it? Is it a SC what? Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't represent anything without the sub information. What was it? Seamless Creations, yeah. So Seamless Creations, so wouldn't it make sense to have like Seamless Create with a mark and then maybe Seamless Creations or Seamless Creations or something next to the mark to indicate the fact that it is indeed SC for Seamless Creations or Seamless Creations Design. At any rate, that's what I'm seeing. Now, the logo itself has got some, it's smooth. I mean, it's okay to look at. It really is. But the problem is that you've got these arrows. What happens in an arrow? What happens with an arrow? Why do we draw arrows, Brent? We draw arrows to get people to indicate direction. So what happens when a viewer looks at an arrow? They're used to an arrow indicating direction. So subconsciously and automatically, we follow the arrow. And that's just human nature. And what happens when you use an arrow in a composition or a logo? The eye's going to follow that. Both of these arrows are pointing off your logo. My concern is that visually you're telling the viewer to look away from your logo. And again, imagine a letterhead, okay, 8.5 by 11, and then you have your logo up there, and your logo's pointing in different directions. It's not going to provide a solid foundation for a business correspondence using a logo with arrows, and that's my take. Now, the arrows themselves are really, really not well formed either. You can see that this side is pointing that way, and this angle's different. Likewise, with this angle is different than this angle. So I would, at the very least, clean up those arrows. Now, again, if you want to go in this direction, I would add the name Seamless Creations Design or Seamless Creations Graphic Design, and I would definitely think about the arrows. Other than that, I think that you're looking pretty good. Okay, and don't forget, Seamless Creation, you do have seams. Okay, I know I sound like I'm picking, and I kind of am, because I want you to start thinking about how your logo will be looked at and how people are going to take it both visually and subconsciously. And that's why I say visually, the viewer's going to say Seamless Creations and go, well, wow, there's seams in it. And then subconsciously, the viewer's going to look away because you're telling them to as a designer. Hope I'm making sense. If you have any questions, let me know. And either way, I'm looking forward to seeing your next iterations and variations and where your branding is going to go from here. All right, any questions? Give me a holler. Thanks, man. Good job.